Hello student. In our previous two videos, we have discussed about the horizontal axis type wind machine. That is we know that there are two main types of the wind machines. First is the horizontal axis type wind machine and second one is the vertical axis type wind machine. And in previous two videos, we have discussed about only horizontal axis type wind machines, and in that we have covered the different types again. That is, first is the horizontal axis using two aerodynamic blades. Second type is the horizontal axis propeller type using single blade, and third type is the horizontal axis multi-blade type. Fourth type is the horizontal axis Dutch type, and the last type, fifth one, is the horizontal axis sail type. These all are the five types of the horizontal axis type wind machines, and all these types in brief we have discussed in our previous videos. Now the second main type of the wind machine is the vertical axis type wind machines, and this type we have to see in this video. So let's start with the vertical axis type wind machines. In a vertical axis machine, the rotor axis is vertical and fixed and is perpendicular to the both surface of the earth and the wind stream. As we mentioned already, the horizontal axis type wind machine and vertical axis type wind machines, these two types are based on the orientation of axis of rotation. In a horizontal axis, the axis is parallel to the wind stream, and in a vertical axis, the axis of rotation is perpendicular to both, that is earth surface and the wind stream, and the axis is a vertical axis. So the name is given to this wind machine is a vertical axis type wind machines. Now again, these vertical axis wind machines further classified into two types. Let's see. There are two types of the vertical axis wind machines. First is the Savonius or S type rotor wind machines, and second one is the Darius type rotor wind machines. These two types are based on the rotor which is used in the wind machine or wind machine construction. So first is the Savonius or S-shaped type rotor wind machine, and second one is a Darius type rotor wind machines. Now let's see, first is the Savonius or S type rotor wind machines. The Savonius wind turbine is a simple vertical axis device having a shape of half cylindrical parts attached to the opposite sides of the vertical shaft for two bladed arrangement and operate on the drag force, so it can't rotate faster than the wind speed. The construction of the blade is complicated as compared to other type of the wind machines. In a Savonius type wind machine, in a Savonius type, first we have to take one cylinder, and this cylinder have axis of rotation at the center, and cut this cylinder at the middle, then we get the two equal half cylindrical parts, and these two half equal cylindrical parts is attached to a vertical axis, and which is a fixed axis. This is known as a vertical shaft, and the opposite side of the vertical shaft is bonded with these two half cylindrical parts, and these two cylindrical parts are attached to this fixed axis of rotation in such way that there is a formation of S shape. So the name is given to this type is also S type vertical axis wind mill or wind machine. And the structure is formed, then the structure or the blade have inner part is a concave and outer part is a convex, so that the when wind is flowing, then the wind is create pressure at the inner side due to concave portion, and due to pressure the blades get rotated. So this is the basic principle behind the construction. This means that the tip speed ratio is equal to 1 or smaller, that is the tip of the blades and the speed. the ratio of these two quantities is equal, that is the tip and the speed have same magnitude, or sometimes this ratio is smaller than 1, that is speed is less and tip portion is more. Speed is less because the size of the blade is large as compared to other type, so the speed of the blade is also less because weight is more. As the wind blows into the structure and come into contact with the opposite faced surfaces, one is a convex and other is a concave, two different forces, first is the drag and second one is a lift, are exerted on those two surfaces. This all arrangement is shown in the following figure. This is the figure. There is a green part which is a blade and which is made up from the cylindrical part of the cylinder. As shown in the figure, there are two blade type Savonius rotor. When we take cylinder, then cylinder has a symmetry. When we cut this cylinder at the middle, that is from the axis, and we take one fixed axis which is shown in the figure, and we attach these two half cylindrical parts attached to that fixed axis, and then there is a formation of S shape, and the part of the half cylindrical surface is such way that is attached to the axis such way that there is a formation of S shape, and the outer part of the blade is convex and inner part is concave, and the force which exerted by the wind on the blades, they are generally these two types of force. First is a drag force and second is a lift force, but the function or the nature of these two forces is the same. We can also call it as only drag force. Lift force means the name indicate that lift, that means when there is a stream of wind, then the pressure on the concave side is more, that is there is a drag force acted by the wind, and due to drag force there is a rotation of the blade, and due to rotation the another side of the blade is also rotated and there is a lifting force. So these two forces, drag force and lifting force, the nature of these two forces is the same. We can also call it, both of them is called as a drag force. The topmost view is shown in the left hand figure. There is a formation of S shape. The middle dot is the axis of rotation, and the green part is the rotor, or we can say blades, and the inner part is a concave part, so drag force at the inner part is higher and the outer part is a convex, where the drag force is less as compared to concave part, because in a concave part all this wind is forced, and so that these blades are able to rotate. Rotation created by difference in drag forces on the convex and concave surface or the rotor. The rotation of the blade takes place if and only if there is a difference between the drag force which is at the concave side and the drag force which is at the convex side, and then there is only rotation, otherwise this is not possible. And due to that principle there is a rotation of the blades, and we are able to convert the kinetic energy of the wind into the mechanical power. So this is the figure of the Savonius rotor and its stream flow. Now the basic principle is based on the differences of the drag force between the convex and concave parts of the rotor blades when they rotate around the vertical shaft, as we mentioned already. Thus drag force is the main driving force of the Savonius rotor, that is a drag force in a Savonius rotor play very important role for the rotation of the blades. Now this is all about the Savonius type rotor wind machine, but it has some advantages as well as disadvantages. First we see advantages. So first advantage is it has high wind collecting capacity, therefore efficiency is also good, because it has concave part and the size of the blade is also large, so it is able to collect the maximum amount of wind or maximum wind collecting capacity. Therefore efficiency is also good because maximum amount of power is generated, so the efficiency is also good. Second advantage is the easy to design and require low maintenance. As we mentioned already, if we have one cylinder, then we cut this cylinder exactly at the midway and we get the two half cylindrical parts, and these two parts are equal and these two parts fixed at a particular one axis, that is axis of rotation, and so the construction is easy and require low maintenance, and the maintenance is also low for the system. So these are the advantages of the Savonius type rotor system, and but it has some disadvantages because large size of the blade and requirement of the large size of the blade, and so weight of the system is also high. So first disadvantage is the rotation speed is less and weight of the system is also large, because due to large size of the blade, when there is a large size of the blade, then the weight of the blade is also high and the speed is also less. This is the main disadvantage of the Savonius type rotor system. Second disadvantage is the larger diameter blades are required for proper generation of the power. When we want to generate the power and which is in the proper range, then we have to construct the instrument in such way that the diameter of the blades is proper and also the blade size is large. So this is the disadvantage of the Savonius type rotor. So this is all about the Savonius type rotor, and which is one of the type of the vertical axis type wind machine. Second type is the Darrieus type wind machines. This is the second type of the vertical axis type wind machine. The Darrieus wind turbine is a type of vertical axis wind turbine. In short, vertical axis wind turbine is known as VAWT, used to generate electricity from the wind energy. We know that the windmill or wind machine is generally used for the production of the electricity from wind energy. The turbine consists of number of curved aerofoil blades mounted on a rotating shaft or framework. In that, generally there are 3 blades, and these blades are mounted on the rotating shaft. Rotating shaft means the axis of rotation, and the shape of the blade is a curved shape, curved aerofoil blades. The curvature of the blades allows the blade to be stressed only in a tension at high rotating speeds. That means the position of the blades or the blades are in stressed position, and the position is such way that only they are in a tension at high rotating speeds. When their foil blades rotating, they provide a torque about the central shaft in response to wind stream. When there is a wind, then there is a rotation of the blades or the rotor, and due to rotation there is a generation of the torque. This shaft torque is being transmitted to generator to generate electricity. As we discuss, the basic principle for any wind machine is same. When there is a wind, then there is a rotation of the blades, and due to rotation of the blades there is a conversion of the kinetic energy of the wind into the mechanical power, and this mechanical power is given to generator through the hub and gearbox part. So this is the basic principle for all wind machine. This is the schematic diagram of Darrieus type wind machine. The shape of the blades are curved shape, that is a curved aerofoil shape, and these blades are stretched at a particular tension so that it can rotate easily. Blades in operational mode, that means the blade shape is shown in the figure. The blade shape is in operational mode. At the left hand side, the particular one blade is shown in the figure. Blades in a folded mode, that is there is a fold in the blade, and the base part is the supporting system, that is a tower system which consists of gearbox, generator, lower bearing, monopole structure, upper bearing, folding actuator and rotor shaft. These all are the supporting assembly for the rotor, and in this case the generator and the gearbox is placed at the ground level because due to shape of the blades there is no place at the top of the windmill, so the generator and gearbox is placed at the ground level or at the or on the earth surface. So this is the schematic diagram of the Darius type machine. This is all about the brief discussion about the Darius type wind machine, and which is a vertical axis type wind machine, but it has also some advantages and disadvantages. First we see advantages. First advantage is the major advantage of this type is that the rotor blade can accept wind from any direction, because it consists of generally 3 blades and these blades are able to collect wind in all directions. So this is the main advantage, and due to this advantage the efficiency of the system is also best, not better but best. Second advantage is the machine can be mounted on the ground, eliminating tower structure and lifting of huge weight of the machine assembly. Sometimes this rotor part is directly constructed on the ground level and there is no tower part or any supporting system, but it has some disadvantages. But advantage is that there is no need to lift all these part, that is a gearbox, generator and tower system at the top of the windmill, and there is no any cost for the tower. So this system can be constructed on the ground level directly. So this is the advantage, but it has some disadvantages. So first disadvantage is the efficiency of the machine is less, because if we construct this system at the ground level then the amount of wind collected by the system is less, so efficiency also less. Because of a Darius rotor generally situated near the ground, it may also experience lower velocity wind, because at the ground level there are many obstacles, so that the wind speed is low, and due to wind speed is low the rotation of the blade is also less, and therefore the efficiency of the system or the windmill is also less. So this is the disadvantages of the Darius type vertical axis wind machine. So this is all about the different types of the wind machines which are used for the generation of the electricity. We have covered nearly all types of the wind machine. First we have discussed horizontal axis type wind machine, and in that we have discussed 5 different types in briefly, and in this video we have discussed about the vertical axis type wind machine, and in that we have discussed 2 types, that is a Savonius type or S type vertical axis wind machine, and second one is the Darius type vertical axis type wind machine. These all are the 2 types of the vertical axis. So this is all about the different types of the wind machine or classification of the wind turbine or wind machine. Now in our next video we will discuss about the wind data at a particular place, or there are many stations in India where we can measure the wind speed and tabulate that all data in a particular way. So the wind data is very important. From that we are able to know the wind speed at a particular place at particular instant. So all about that we will discuss about all that in our next video. So in that video we will continue with wind data.